Welcome to Movie Time, where we dive into TV series recaps and movie spoilers. Let's get started. South Park Season 27 Episode 5 took bold swings, mocking prediction market apps while also addressing the ongoing Israel-Gaza conflict, making it one of the most politically charged episodes of the season so far. Titled Conflict of Interest, this long-awaited episode dropped after weeks of speculation, delays, and controversy. The political climate surrounding its release was already heated. Following the assassination of Charlie Kirk, tensions have been high across media and politics. Several public figures and outlets faced backlash for their reactions, including late-night host Jimmy Kimmel, who made headlines after linking Kirk's killer to the so-called MAGA gang. The fallout led to his show being pulled off the air, though negotiations are ongoing for its return to ABC. Because of the sensitivity surrounding Kirk's death, fans speculated that the latest South Park episode, originally scheduled to air on September 17th, was postponed to avoid sparking further controversy. This wasn't far-fetched, considering that in a recent episode Cartman had already parroted Kirk, imitating his hairdo and mocking his "prove me wrong" debate persona. Comedy Central eventually replaced that episode in the rotation, fueling rumors of censorship. However, Trey Parker and Matt Stone were quick to set the record straight. They assured fans that the delay wasn't due to censorship, but a scheduling decision. In a statement, they clarified, "No one pulled the episode, no one censored us." Despite the complications, Episode 5 finally aired, continuing South Park's long tradition of tackling hot-button issues with irreverence, shock value, and biting satire. Apparently, when you do everything at the last minute, sometimes you don't get it done. This one's on us. We didn't get it done on time. Thanks to Comedy Central and South Park fans for being so understanding. Tune in next week. That was the message from Trey Parker and Matt Stone when Episode 5 was delayed, confirming it wasn't censorship, but simply a production hiccup. Interestingly, the late Charlie Kirk himself had once taken being parroted by South Park as a sort of twisted honor. In one of his TikTok posts, he admitted that being featured on the show was hilarious and wore it like a badge of honor, proving once again how far the cultural influence of the series extends, even to those it openly mocks. After the brief hiatus, fans tuned in with the expectation that South Park would directly address Kirk's assassination, given how heavily the real-world event had dominated headlines. Instead, Parker and Stone pivoted in classic South Park fashion. Rather than walking straight into the most obvious controversy, they shifted their satirical spotlight to another timely phenomenon: prediction market apps, platforms where users gamble on real-world events like elections, scandals, and political outcomes. This move both surprised and divided viewers, but it showcased how the show continues to balance real-world tragedy with its trademark absurdist lens on society. I want to be clear, this is speculation, not accusation. I'm trying to read the situation the way any longtime viewer would, noticing what doesn't add up, and asking how outside events might shape what we see on screen. Keep watching, and I'll report what's verifiable as soon as we know more.